dudes and babes, DT here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're here for the first time. And today we're jumping into today's Dr. T. As you can see, I have not boomed in a long time. So my phone actually broke last Wednesday and I didn't get the new one until yesterday evening, so I couldn't do anything, and I'll show you a picture of what my phone looked like. I actually cut a few of my fingerprints or fingertips because the phone had like chunks of glass coming out of it, and because I'm such a crazy person, I continued to game and I cut myself, and that wasn't pretty. I had to put the phone down. As you can see, prior to today, my last attack was 3 days and 4 hours ago. That's a long time ago, and it's a long time not to boom. And so let's get back into the things and let's go and look into today's Dr. T. I'm putting this out nice and early for you so you can check out what it looked like and see, you know, what I did, you know, what sort of bases look like, so you can make a decision how far you want to try to go in today. So I am not going to show you stage 1 in, you know, in real time. I'm just going to go 4 times the speed so you can see it really, really quickly, and then we will just move right on because stage 1 is super, super easy. On some days I can just like GBE it and just move right on. As you can see, I've gotten through 6 stages of Dr. T. I have not gotten through stage 7 today, and I may want to do it. I may want to skip that today. Let's take a look at Dr. T stage 2. As you can see right over here, and I'm gonna put the phone a little closer to me, the base was a corner base, the shore kind of really, really close to the shore, so we just cleared out a few of the things. And what I did here is, let's go 2 times the speed. I cleared up a few of the defenses, and then I just dropped critters and I let them do what critters do, which is take out the HQ. And it happened really, really quickly. I feel like things did not get hairy today until like stage 4 or so. So let's take a look at stage 3 right over here. Really, really spread out. As you can see, a few rocket launchers here and there, and I just took out the rocket launcher right above the HQ, and then, you know, I was able to just jump right in. I took out the boom cannon, and then I went ahead and deployed my troops, flared them to the left, and there we are. Here goes my flare. I cleared up a few of the mines. There were some shock mines, boom mines, and regular mines. So I cleared them out and took out the HQ really, really quickly. A few of my Zookas kind of like stepped on the mines, so I patched them up. I had plenty of GBE, so it was not a problem at all. There were no casualties at all. So let's jump into Dr. T stage 4. Also no casualties. So I guess stage 5 is where things got a tad more difficult. So here's stage 4 for you. This is today's layout of Dr. T, and as you can see, also not very difficult. I took out the rocket launcher and the shock launcher remained. I'm going to go ahead and take that out right here for you. Once the shock launcher is down, I'm going to be able to use the remaining GBE to take down the sniper towers, just because the radius is really, really good. It's going to start hitting up your troops nice and early once you deploy them, and at that point I still had a ton of GBE left, so I was like, what the hell, you only live once, let's GBE this thing. So I GBE'd some of the defenses on the right because I actually decided to go ahead and hook a right, go straight to the corner, take out that remaining sniper tower on the right. Then we went ahead and basically continued on, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use a little bit of my GBE to shock some of the defenses. I'm gonna regroup my troops right by the HQ, and this will be the end of Dr. T stage 4. So here comes the regroup. I dropped the critters just to distract some of the defensive buildings that are still standing, and here comes my formation. The heavies form first, Zookas come right behind them, and pow, 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 we are going to be done with this Dr. T really, really quickly. So starting today, I'm gonna try and push out Dr. T videos for you really nice and early so you can actually see them before, you know, you decide to go ahead and jump into Dr. T. If you are in like New Zealand and Australia, obviously you're probably gonna, you know, gonna get onto these really, really quickly too, but I'm gonna try and push this out as quickly as possible for you guys so you can actually see them bright and early. All right, let's go ahead and jump into Dr. T stage 5. Stage 5 is the first time I lost the troops in this operation. I lost 1 heavy and 5 Zookas. Not so bad at all. So let's go ahead and take a look at the base. Once again, really spread out. Makes no sense to go from the left, so we're just gonna go ahead and concentrate on the right hand side. Take out that rocket launcher. Rocket launcher went down nicely with a motor, and now we're going to go ahead and basically take care of this guy over here. The shock launcher is definitely going to be in the way, so while I have GBE, I'm gonna go ahead and use it and take that out. And my glasses are dirty, so I can barely see. Okay, so once the shock launcher is down, I am going to go ahead and deploy my troops. There are a bunch of rocket launchers up and above, but I'm just going to keep an eye on them and make sure that I flare my troops further to the corner of the base and around, so that we're staying as far away from the range of those as possible. So let's go ahead and start the drop. So the troops come down right over here, and we're going to shock that entire cluster of things and then continue to regroup my troops so that heavies are continuously in front of Zookas, just because we know what happens to Zookas once heavies are not in front of them. They go down really quickly. Okay, so another regroup over here, a little bit of a patching up and double patch up over here. Heavies are being flamed by the flamethrowers, but the HQ goes down fairly quickly. Now for stage 6, I actually did something that I often do. I attacked it without deploying any troops. I've done that quite a few times, just so I can see where my GBE is going to take me. It's kind of like one of those things where, how far can I spread my dollar? Well, here it's like, how far can I spread my GBE? So I attacked just to see how far I can spread my GBE, what I can take out and whatnot. So I did just this, deployed 0 troops, and then I retreated and decided to attack for real now that I saw where GBE is better used. And I know you can just click on things, and I know you can just see how much health there is out there and what's the splash damage is with the ice. But to me, it just, you know, practice makes it perfect, and seeing things is better than just, you know, reading numbers. So that's just how I operate. So let's go ahead and take a look at stage 6 of Dr. T. Like I said, I did not get through stage 7 today, just merely because it is a little bit intimidating. I don't know that I want to do it. I may go ahead and attempt it, but there is no pressure to do so because I have plenty of loot, and I'm actually going to try and attempt a brand new upgrade today. I'm going to start, hopefully, an upgrade of my armory to level 19 or 20. I can't really remember off the top of my head. So here we are pushing right to the HQ of Dr. T, and the troops are doing quite well. I'm reflaring them just to make sure that, once again, Zookas are staying behind the heavies, and I lost quite a few of Zookas here as well as heavies. So definitely, you know, everything being clustered up by the HQ was not an easy go. I mean, it wasn't difficult, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna take this down with 0 casualties. Now, if we take a look at stage 6, let's go ahead and just pause right here. So let's go ahead and pause. So here is the base, and I definitely think this could have been a really good candidate for a tank and medic attack, because there are really not that many defenses that can affect tanks. So once you take out the cannon over here, and once you take out the shock launcher, I don't even think you would have to worry much about the boom cannon over here. You could have probably just flare them to the corner and then walk the troops right up over here, place them over here, and take out the HQ. Definitely would have been a really easy one to go ahead and accomplish with tanks and medics. It's just not something that I had trained up, and because Zookas and Heavy is what I had trained up, I decided to go with that combo. Now let's go ahead and take a look at current Dr. T right over here. Stage 7. Today's stage 7, like I said, is, ooh baby, a lot is going on here. There are a ton of rocket launchers. There's rocket launcher over here, one masqueraded over here. There are cannons and boom cannons, another rocket launcher, more rocket launchers, and of course more rocket launchers. Now this one here is really not going to do anything because it's going to be completely outside of the range, but this one here and that one here will definitely become of an issue once you get closer to the HQ. Now you can probably even forego taking down this rocket launcher and just put your troops right in the corner right over here, but I actually don't know that I'm going to attempt this, just because The base is iced like crazy, and I don't know that this amount of loot is worth the amount of troops that I'm going to lose and worth the time that it's going to take me to retrain, because I probably could attack a real-time or real player base and get just as much loot. So I hope this episode was helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it gave you a little bit of an edge today when taking down your very own Dr. T on your very own map. And I will catch you in the next Dr. T episode when I will try to bring you the earliest scoop on Dr. T's loot. I'll see you next time. Until then, DT is out.